Hey guys, my name is Ethan Lynch, and today I'm going to be talking about the 3 steps that you can take to ensure you get a gobbler this spring. So if you're tired of going out in the woods, waking up at the crack of dawn, but not seeing or getting a shot at that turkey that you've wanted and you've been trying to get after for the last week or however long you've been out there, then follow these 3 steps and this should help you. So the first thing that I have is pre-scout roosting sites. So this is when you're not in the field, this is on your phone, this is on your computer, whatever. Use an app. I personally prefer Onyx just because you can mark precise locations, you can mark what it is, and I just love Onyx. It has many features that I enjoy. So yeah, I love Onyx and I'm going to continue using that. But some sort of app where you can see the terrain. And the couple things that you're gonna want to look for is water. Now, not only because turkeys obviously need to drink, but also because the biggest trees tend to grow by water. And for those of you that don't know, turkeys roost in trees. So they try to go for the biggest trees in the area, and them will typically grow by water. The next thing that I have is the east-facing fields and hills and stuff like that. So when they wake up in the morning, they're going to want to fly towards those fields that the sun is immediately hitting so they can warm up and do a little bit of scratching in that field while the sun is hitting them. So yeah, so look for those east-facing hills and fields and look for the water because typically those trees are bigger by them. And that's what you can do from inside, from your phone. This is what you can do weeks or months in advance for turkey season. The next point that I have is in-field scouting. So this is going to be out in the woods scouting, what you're going to do prior, whether it be a week, whether it be a day, whether it be a month before turkey season. This is the steps that you're going to want to take. So first off, typically I'll do this a few days before I go out in a certain area. I'm going to locate gobblers. So I'm going to start by going to those water sources and the east-facing hillsides, and I'll go to those locations that I've pre-scouted on my phone, and then I'll do a locator call or two and see if I can find where the gobblers are tending to roost. And then once I figured that out, then I will mark them. Always mark when you hear a gobble, mark it on Onyx or whatever app you're using, just so you know where those turkeys are going to be and you can see where they have been moving. So if you're doing this day of or prior to, doesn't matter, mark them as soon as you locate them. The last point that I have is going to be the day of the hunt. Now there's a few steps that you can take the day of the hunt that will help ensure your success in the woods. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is the earlier the better, so you want to get to the stand as early as possible. And turkeys can see at night, borderline, but they see better than during the day, obviously. Turkey sight is beyond amazing. It's compared to about 3 times better than the average person with 20/20 vision. Now the details they can see is better, the colors they can see is better, and the movement they can see is better. But if you're comparing at night, because they can't see as well, they still have excellent hearing, and to compare it, it's about as good as a human's hearing, if not better. So they still have pretty good hearing, so you're going to want to be practicing getting in quiet, getting in slowly, and taking it nice and slow, and get in your location without making a whole ton of noise. The next thing you want to do is you're going to want to be within 100 yards of where they're roosting. So after you figured out the roost and you're working on getting in there quiet, get within 100 yards of where you think or know they are roosting. And if you follow these steps, it should be where you know they are roosting. So I like to personally put a little hill between me and the turkeys just so they can't see over to know there's not a turkey there and that's an actual human. So if I go over that hill, then they don't know if there's a turkey, and so as soon as they come over, I can shoot them. Now, the last thing that I have, so after you get within the 100 yards, you're going to want to find good cover. Now, this good cover is like that hillside. Yes, you're going to want to put something between you and them so they don't know if there's a turkey there or not. And so then after you do that, but you're going to want to be surrounded by good cover. Turkeys, like I said earlier, have amazing eyesight, so you're going to want to blind. You're going to want, I have it strung up behind me here, just this little mesh blind, and something like that where you can have a full box blind or a mesh blind, or whether it be sticks, whatever around you, just so you can have some cover from their eyesight because it is that good. The last thing I have is quiet calling. Now, when you're within that 100 yards, you don't want to spook them off. You don't want to overdo it. So keep the calls nice and quiet and try to bring in those turkeys without being overly excessive. And it shouldn't be too hard because you are only 100 yards away. And if you're playing it right with they're going to work towards this east-facing hill or this east-facing facing field so they can warm up in the morning. You should be able to position yourself where you can pretend you're a hen going towards this field and position yourself so that you can set up on this tom. So yeah, these are the steps you can take to ensure that you'll get a tom or a turkey gobbler this turkey season. And yeah, just follow these rules and you should be set. So yeah, let me know if you want another video sort of on turkey hunting. I will be doing some of actually going out turkey hunting and using these 3 steps. But if you guys are tired of constantly going out in the woods and not seeing or hearing any toms, this might be why. So do these 3 things and you should be good this coming turkey season. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next video.